Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome to the best $2 racing game in the world. For real though, this game is legitimately like $2 on Steam, and I was browsing around and I was like, what's that? And I was like, why? First of all, I was like, why is it $2? And secondly, I was like, I've got to try it. So, it's basically a Touge racing game. Not even racing. There's really nobody else you race against. And, I mean, obviously you can tell by the graphics this is not a very high-budget game. But literally you have technically four options on the main menu. You have Dorifto, Help, Credits, and then you have to press O to bring up the options menu. So, with that being said, go away. Needed a little bit of time to do that. If you want to actually play the game, you click Dorifto. And I love that right off the bat, this game does not take itself seriously. So you have Gunma, Ibaraki, Saitama, Kanagawa, and Island. Now, I haven't played all of them, but I've played most of them. And Island is probably the best training track, but for the sake of simplicity, we're going to go to the Gunma track, and now you guys get to see the car selection. You have 5 cars: the AE68, the Super X, the XR7, the World War II tank, and the X13. What do these cars remind us of? Their real-life counterparts that they didn't use because of licensing reasons. Anyway, so I love how they're like, Sky and Weather for good PC only. So basically, we're going to go ahead and do the Sky and Weather option, and then we're going to pick the AE68. So we all know what this car is. And I am more than prepared to show you that actually, for $2, you cannot get mad at this game. I genuinely, you can't get mad at this game for $2. Now, $20, you might be able to kind of, find some fault with it. But for $2, I was not able to find fault with it just about at all. Now, as you can see, the graphics look like they're from 2001. And right off the bat, now I will say, I have disabled the Eurobeat. Normally this game blares Eurobeat in your ears, and that's why the car sounds are fairly quiet. But, oh, wow, I went into that way too hot. I am terrible. Ah! Now, as you can see, this car is very low power, and, ooh, that's weird. All right, the game actually looks better without the weather, so hang on. We're going to go back to the main menu, and I'm going to show you what the game looks like in what I think was the way they intended it to look. So, back to Dorifto, back to Gunma, without weird weather, and we're going to run their version of the RX-7 this time, because that is the car that I've found to be the smoothest to drive so far. The cars themselves are a little weird in the handling department, but you can use an Xbox controller, which is greatly appreciated. I feel like I would probably be a little annoyed if I had to play this with a keyboard. There we go. You do have an interior view, but I don't really recommend using it. There you go. This car's handling is a lot smoother, and really and truly, if you want the best experience with the game, now, I haven't used all the cars yet, but this one definitely feels a little bit smoother than the few others that I've used. I've used the in-game version of the A86, and I've used the in-game version of the Supra, and I feel like, again, this one definitely has the smoothest behavior out of all of them. Now, yes, this game is not going to be overtaking anything like Assetto Corsa or Forza anytime soon. However, ooh, that was terrible. However, if you want some, literally ridiculously cheap entertainment for, I don't know, a few minutes, this is totally worth that $2. I mean, literally, there are very few things that you could buy for $2 that will give you this much entertainment. Whoa! Oh, the boost came back on and we were able to sort of link it. That's hilarious. Come on. Yes! It's just fun. I mean, even if the name of the game is literally plastered onto the back of the car, and Red Suns is plastered onto the left-hand side door, which, to be fair, I don't even know why it's there. I feel like if they were trying to avoid, like, copyright issues, they wouldn't have put that on. But I feel like this game, again, it does not seem to take itself seriously at all. So, see, your momentum, done immediately. I mean, you could kind of say, come on. It's not the worst racing game I've ever played, and that's saying something for a racing game that only costs $2. And again, you have to keep thinking about that. Like, I have to keep thinking about it in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, I don't like this, and oh, I don't like that. Oh, it was $2. Come on. There you go. And really, if this is kind of something that you were looking for, like a simple game to just, like, have fun on mountain roads with, actually, it might not be a good, or it might be a decent buy. And again, for $2, can you really argue with it? Somebody in the comments is going to make a list of how many times I've said $2 in this video, but still. Come on. I don't know about sending it into that with a lot of speed. I stayed off the wall, though, so that's an insanely huge plus. Up, up. It crashed. Now, since that crash happened, I wanted to take you guys to a different map, and I wanted to show you guys the island track, because I think it's probably the best practice track, because it's super wide, and it's a really good place to learn the game's physics without getting really frustrated really fast. Now, is it you know, is it going to be like a Initial D style Touge road? Not really, but is it still fun? Yeah, and we're going into that wall. You just know. There are some times in this game where you just know. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, there we go. Wasn't a lot of angle. That was too much angle and too much speed. But honestly, this feels like something you would just play as, like, if you were one of those kids like me that played random arcade games that you found wherever on the internet, like this, for one, this is gonna feel like almost like a little bit of that, like, home to you. And if you grew up playing racing games in the late 90s and early 2000s, this style of game and, like, style of handling, style of graphics, all that stuff is going to feel familiar. I was getting mad levels of nostalgia from playing this game earlier when I found it on the Steam Workshop, and I was like, not even Steam Workshop, but just like Steam Store, and I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to share this, literally because, well, for multiple reasons. One, because add it to the list, it's $2, and two, it's hilarious. It's not. And when you crash, that happens. But it's hilarious. You never really see games like this that, I mean, yeah, it's not going to have Forza-level graphics, and yeah, it's not going to have, like, any sort of, like, you know, crazy-sized studio support, but it's literally just almost mindless fun for, for literally extremely cheap. Now, does it have multiplayer? No. Does it have, like, customization? No. Does it have all these other crazy features that, like, pretty much every other racing game today has? No. But, again, it's $2. But no, like, literally, if you want something that's just fun, that you can have fun with and play and not really, like, I almost want to say, like, not even, like, care about it, but, like, even if you want to buy it just to, like, have a laugh with it for, like, an hour, you literally can. Like, it almost feels like it was made for that. Like, to have, oh my God. It doesn't even make any sense as to why it's so, doesn't even make any sense as to why it's so much fun. I mean, you're literally on a desolate track by yourself. But I think there's a certain degree of satisfaction in just learning how the physics work. And the physics are actually you know, cartoonish as they are, they're actually pretty smooth, and they do feel like they react the same way every time, and the cars do handle differently. Now, do they handle realistically? No, absolutely not. I've lost it there. But do they handle realistically? No. Do they handle in a fun way? Yeah, actually, yeah, they do. And I kind of enjoy just kind of messing around in these cars. But if you guys enjoyed this look at a racing game that costs $2, then make sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.